And So, Notes on the Bible and Religion. Episode 12, Waters of Life and of Chaos. Life requires water. It is a symbol in the Bible for the support given to a godly life. Such a life is like a tree planted by streams of water which yields its fruit in its season. Psalm 1:3. But open water is dangerous. Just south of Greece in the Mediterranean Sea, my wife and I, along with some 500 other souls, sailed through a late winter storm. I remember reveling topside on that dark evening. The storm lasted hours. Later, asleep in the forecastle, I bounced against my berth as the ship crested and fell over continuing swells. For me, it was rather enjoyable. We were never in any real danger. The first thing described in the Bible, apart from the formless and void earth, is water. In the pre-dawn of creation, the Spirit of God hovered over a deep darkness, Genesis 1:2. These are the so-called chaos waters. Mesopotamians, Egyptians, Canaanites, Greeks, Romans, and others of the biblical world believed in gods of the sea. The Bible even mentions sea monsters. See, for example, Psalm 74:13-14 and Isaiah 27:1. Sailors beware. Here is the sea, great and wide, which teems with creatures innumerable, living things both small and great. There go the ships, and Leviathan, which God formed to play in it. Psalm 104:25-26. Even so, there were riches to be found by venturing out to sea. King Solomon led Israel from a fledgling Iron Age kingdom to a regional power. Fortifications were constructed, cavalry and chariot forces were advanced, and a merchant fleet was built to risk the dangers of the sea. 1 Kings 4:26 and 10:22. About 100 years later, King Jehoshaphat of Judah had his fleet of trading ships wrecked at the Red Sea port of Ezion-Geber. 1 Kings 22:48. The New Testament also has shipwreck adventures. See 2 Corinthians 11:25-30 and Acts 27:26 and following. The Old Testament prophet Jonah attempted to escape God's call by heading out to sea. Later, when a storm threatened the ship, Jonah was awakened from his sleep by the captain. It was then determined by Lot that Jonah was the reason for the storm. Eventually, he was cast into the sea and swallowed up by a giant sea creature, and the storm was stilled, saving the crew. Jonah 1:4-15. In the New Testament, there is a parallel storm. One evening, Jesus and some followers are crossing the Sea of Galilee in a small fleet of boats. As Jesus sleeps, a dangerous storm arises. Disciples awaken him. He then rebukes the wind and commands the sea into a peaceful stillness. Mark 4:36-41. Having controlled chaotic waters, Jesus disembarks. Almost immediately, he casts out a demonic legion from an untamed man, sending the demons into some 2,000 nearby pigs. They rush into the sea and drown. Mark 5. It is a horror. And so, the Bible makes clear that God controls water, which is both dangerous and essential for life. I will touch more on this general topic in the next episode, God of the Storm. Something to think about. Dying on the cross, Jesus said, "I thirst," John 19:38. Have you ever been dangerously dehydrated? What was water like when you finally had some reach your lips and quench your thirst? Are you spiritually thirsty? What is your spiritual water? Does your life have enough of it? Print and ebook editions of And So, Notes on the Bible and Religion are available on Amazon. More information on my work may be found at jasoncdykhouse.com.